Yo, what is up, everybody? This is Zero, and welcome to another installment of Positive Lazy, Positive Lazy YouTube. Sorry, to bring out a couple weeks. I just didn't have no topics, so I just didn't want to just bring people up here just to be bring them up here. But I was gonna try doing yesterday, but like I'm not yesterday, last Saturday, but I just didn't get everybody in time, so it's just I didn't want to put that on ladies. So we have Joy here. Hopefully, we'll have some other ladies coming up later. But right now, we have the lovely, the beautiful, the positive Joy.
Hey, how are you? You
I'm good.
never know who watches the replay, so they may get encouraged. So either way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I mean, I know like a lot of people, I know it's like it's last week. A lot of people, I think was it last week when they had, like the whole Thanksgiving thing. Yeah, it was last week. Yeah, last week, people celebrating Thanksgiving all that. I mean, even though I didn't personally celebrate it, I mean, I did enjoy some Thanksgiving food. I did do that.
That's good.
Uh, yeah,
I had a little bit of food too.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think people see like what I yeah people if you watch the baking stream I did on Thanksgiving, you would have seen what I had made for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. Those cakes and stuff. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I mean I think I mentioned it on there. So I would have did it like yesterday, but like for like most of the night, most of the day, like all of a sudden my roommates wanted to start cooking, and they don't usually be even cooking all like that. But today, that day, they they were just all in there. Like I mean, they weren't cooking no Thanksgiving food; they were just cooking regular food. I was like, man, I come, I'd be like, okay, I'm about to get ready to bake. Nope, Kate baked in the kitchen. so so I guess like when I got up, I was like, okay, well, this time I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some food baked. And I was like, okay, I got it. Okay, everybody, I said most of them are gone, so I'm like, okay, cool. Ain't nobody down here. Kitchen's all mine. So I did that and turned on turned on the camera, and
That's it.
that was where the magic happened.
Yep. I know I was in your chat. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, finally they find. I was like, I was so happy. Like, 'cause I think I bought like the two offset spatulas. I don't know if you had seen me like use the offset spatula to spread the icing. I don't know if you were around at that
I
point,
think
but
I saw a little part of that. I think I
okay,
did.
okay, yeah. It was like yeah, it was like yeah. It was like yes, it was like that day before. I was like, okay, let me. I had seen they had some because I was like going to the store. I was like, man, I thought I know they said they had some available, but I was like, let me see if they got it. And when I looked in the aisle, they had them. I was like, yes, finally they got the ones I wanted. Cause I think for like about a week or two they ran out. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be perfect because now got the angle offset, especially that I can spread that evenly. Cause I mean, you can do it at night, but it's really kind of hard for it. That's why you kind of have the whole offset spatula, so it make it easier for you to do it. It can smooth it out where a knife couldn't.
Get it good.
Yeah,
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
yeah.
But
It's
I'm sure that
like
food tasted real good.
oh yeah. It did. I mean, yeah, I think like the what I had, like it tasted. It tasted like it came out of the box, but even better. Like how it would be if you just you just made whole, made the cake from scratch. They just somehow got into a box.
That means you had all the right ingredients.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, cause the last one, cause like the one I first one I had made. I mean, of course, I had help making that, cause I was learning how to make it. That was like if you ever seen that I think I showed it to y'all when I had the first day of food cake I ever made. Like that one when I made with I had some help with that. Like I was actually planning on like doing some piping, like making some designs with it, but I didn't have enough frosting. I think like the little extra frosting did that wasn't even much. I was like I was like, and I was like, I was already too much like, okay, dang. I wish I had made more, but I guess I try to find a recipe like next cake I make is I have some I can have extra frosting there so I can make my designs on it and do it like that.
That sounds good. What
Yeah.
kind of do you use that kundun? What do you call it? That thing that's hard that can shape into like different objects and stuff like that. How do you pronounce that?
You say you're shaping different objects.
Yeah, it's like is it kundun?
I'm trying to think of what you talking about.
When you design a cake, you know how like sometimes people put cars and leaves and stuff like that. It's that really hard icing, but it's not regular icing. It's called kundun or something like that.
I hadn't heard of it, but I guess like for like like that more advanced. I mean, I guess they do different stuff to it, but like far as like piping, what I'm talking about, like you'll see, like you ever see like those designs like around the edge of the cake and all that.
Like little
Yeah,
flowers.
yeah, like or like you'll see like little waves, something like that. Yeah, that's that's piping. I mean, I don't know if I could, get it that good where I could just where I can just make like rolls and all that. I mean, I would have to really practice that.
Yeah. So what we
Yeah, I
talking
mean,
about today?
man, I guess food, whatever. What did you make? I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably mentioned
For
it, but
Thanksgiving?
yeah.
Nothing. I was a guest. I
Right.
was just a guest.
You make nothing for yourself, or you just like I'm
No,
just
I
gonna
went
take
to
what?
I went to family's house.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, I went to like with my parents after I got after I got through. I was like, yeah, because I think by the time I got there, mama thought I wasn't even wasn't even coming. I was like, yeah, I was coming. I was just I was just late.
Hmm. Did you get to go to family at all?
We may go to family.
Like traditional, any of your traditional relatives or?
Yeah, I went to my parents' house.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, that's that's what I'm just talking about. Like, yeah, I went to my mama's house, and I was just like, I mean, I got there late, but she didn't, she didn't think I was coming. I was like, yeah, I'm coming.
I'm coming for the food, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of like if I don't be showing up now, I'm like, you'll never come around no more. But she gonna bug me. So I'm like, I said, okay, I'm just gonna.
That's because you
Oh,
don't cook no more. You should have told him that.
what?
Shouldn't you don't cook no more.
she was cooking when I, she was cooking. Like
No, that's
I
what I
mean
would
she
have said.
yeah. I I was like, yeah. I mean, I kind of do like do like the whole Marshawn Lynch thing. I said, I'm just here just so I don't get fired or something.
Hmm.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, just like I mean, of course, like people are, waiting for Christmas time. I don't, I don't celebrate Christmas Eve. I celebrate Kwanzaa, so like that's like that'd be my upcoming holiday. I know like a lot of people don't celebrate Kwanzaa, but that's what I
That's
celebrate.
in January, right?
No, I was in December. It's like right after Christmas.
Okay.
It's like from the 26th to the first. So yeah, so yeah, like 7 days of
You're supposed to be support.
celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty much like Kwanzaa is based off of the principles you need in a community, like the first day, it's supposed to be first day is unity, the second day is self determination. Uh, I think the third one is collective economics. Like the fourth one is collective working responsibility. Uh, if I remember all of them. All right, I'm at the Google. I don't forget that quick. I mean, I know like the rest of them, I want to get them out of order. Hey Shay, how you doing?
Hey, Shay. Good to see you, sis.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't. I mean, I can name like probably the rest of them, but I just want to get in the right order.
Right. I don't know. I
Okay,
don't celebrate. I don't celebrate. I just go and support. That's what I'll do.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna do first day unis, self termination. Third was collective work responsibility. I had those switched up. Fourth one is cooperative economics. The fifth one is purpose. The sixth one is creativity, and the last one is faith. So
Mm.
yes, I mean, just like for me, I mean, I don't know how many cities actually really, do big things for it, but I know in my city they have it where like people come and celebrate it year. I mean, have a big celebration for it, they have a day for it. Because I remember when I first got into it, it wasn't really getting it as much attention for each day. So it was like, they would have people come for certain days, they had certain things like that. I was like, yeah, I was like, let's say I wish they have it for all the days, and eventually they did, and now people are used to it now. I guess probably now they probably want to actually have they might not have people coming to it now, especially since they're gonna try to lock down the city again, which I don't
Oh
get
gosh, I keep hearing
what
about that.
I was like, which I don't get the point of that because I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
I heard somebody saying the other day, which made so much sense, that they already locked us down the first time, and we know what to do to with the precautions and all of that. So what's the point of locking it down again? And only
I
to crush the economy even more.
I honestly I think the Cowboys fell anyway. They just gonna try to use this virus as an excuse for why if it's when it fails, it's like, oh well, it failed because of this virus. So then they don't have to be to blame for it. oh no, this virus was holding people back, like really the virus.
No,
So
you were holding people back.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, I mean, but they get the virus is a good scapegoat, and then on top of
Mhm.
that, then on top of that, people gave them all the control, so it's like, why would they not use it to their fullest advantage?
Yeah. It's sad.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
sad what we have to endure.
I mean, people. I mean, it's like think about it, like probably the only way you probably really just be able to stop that is just like, hey, when you listen to that. I mean, if other people say, hey, no, no, we not going back in again. Y'all need to figure something else out. I guarantee if enough people did that, that would, they would figure something else out.
Yeah, they would have no choice because we would actually be using our minds.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I'm like thinking like all these viruses that they tried to scare us with, it's like this one that stuck.
The worst of them all, I think, because it was a global impact.
I mean, it's global impact, but it didn't. It didn't really it didn't really have much of an effect though, really. Like far as worldwide, like even like as other cities, like they say, that like oh, all these people are dead. I'm like, no, no, and really too many people died. I mean, maybe more people, maybe you say, well, more people get infected,
Hmm.
but as far as dying, like no, 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 the margin is pretty low on deaths. I mean, because I know another be like, well, well, this is not a big thing. I'm like, yeah, with certain stuff, if let's say there's a virus and they don't kill like 10, it can only target 10% of people. I guarantee you people would not care. They want bad eye, like, oh, well, I feel bad for those 10 people. Go about their day.
Yeah.
And I mean, the government, well, we're trying to protect you. I'm like, when has the government ever cared about its people? I don't remember this. I mean, is this the same government I know? Because I have not seen that.
Yeah. It's very, very, very intriguing.
Yeah. I try to say something about it, but I mean, I know, people are scared and all that, and I think a lot of that is due like I think a lot of that was due to like celebrities promoting it, and then like somebody else. I mean, it's just like think about it. It's like just like if you just take care of yourselves and just like don't do like nasty stuff like cough with your mouth open. Don't do that.
Ew.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you don't do that stuff like that. You should have. It should be very unlikely for you to catch, but it's just like people who got scared. But I think it was probably like a lot of actors just really really
Yeah, I mean,
promoting
people
this.
were all saying they had it.
Yeah,
A
I'm just
lot of
like
them were saying that they had it. They contracted it. People got even more scared.
yeah, I'm just like thinking like how you know the people got it.
Hmm.
I'm just saying like it's just like how you like I was like thinking, how you know the people got it? Like they just can just be telling you anything. But it was like to my oh yeah, we have it, and they look pretty normal. Man. Okay,
Hmm.
you got it. Why yo? And they have time to keep posting. This is talking about we're okay, we're doing fine, and
Right.
we'll
You
make
ain't
it
that sick if you got time to be posting about it.
right. I said, ain't it supposed to be like affecting you like real bad? Like, what, you got time to post messages? I'm just like, it's just like at this point, I don't believe y'all,
Mm-mm.
cause y'all actors. I mean, so it might be like the role of a lifetime,
Mhm.
but I mean, I ain't saying people can't get it, but it's like, I mean, I'm just thinking like all of a sudden, like this was the one that really got people. I think it wasn't just because of that. I think like it was setting up people to to be scared back. Because from what I heard, like they did a lot of pandemic movies.
They sure did.
So I'm like, oh, it's like I was like when I heard that, like, oh, okay, they were they were getting people programmed for it. I was like, so when it hit, like, okay, they're definitely gonna be scared for it. I think I did post like a video like of like somebody doing like a skit of like how like the government was doing the pandemic and they were talking about they were talking about like stuff was gonna shut down. He said I don't think people gonna take this seriously. He said, you know what? We're gonna shut down Disneyland. They're like, oh no, oh you crazy. You crazy.
You shut down Disney, you shut down the world. That's when everybody's like, "What?" Because I was like, "Dag, Disney."
Right. Oh, he said, he said, no, 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 no. How about we, I forgot, like, I forgot what they said. They'll shut down. They're like, what do they say? No. He said, oh, you guys are psycho. You guys are psycho. And then he said, okay, how about this? How about we shut down everything? Oh, oh, you crazy. Oh,
Mhm.
shut down everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kinda
and And
mm.
then I think he started getting this stuff like, what? He said, oh yeah. He said what he said, then I think one of them said like, what about people gonna lose their job? All these psychological measures, they were like, oh I'm like dang. I was like, dang, I said, what y'all doing? Like
It's pretty sad.
yeah, yeah. I was like, dang, I say people bought into it. Matter of fact, that whole shutdown like gave businesses way more business. Like, like once that you know, we're putting in this quarantine, and pretty much they told us, hey, go out and buy as much food as you can.
Yep.
And
Yep. And buy as
everybody
much
ran.
food as you can and make sure nobody else has.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. It's like, yeah, and buy food, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need to prepare. And it's like,
Even though
I'm
all
like,
along they're gonna let the supermarket stay open.
right. All the supermarkets, all the fast food restaurants. I was like, huh. So you let all these small businesses shut down because you said that it was about being safe,
But yet
but
you have a fast food chain open that has nothing but teenagers in there who
right
may
and
not care much about the cleanliness of each food item.
right and then on top of that, you got supermarkets open that you have to have a lot of people in there, but yet they can stay open because they have to be
With the
there. But
supermarkets, it's crazy because you had people standing in lines like we were criminals or such, waiting for food.
right, I was like, I said, well, I said, if you talk about safety, why are these people working?
Hmm.
And most people I heard like it was saying like, yeah, the government's doing a great job, telling people to do that. It's like you have a job. Why are you you can't talk. You have a job. You have your job. You
Right.
I was like I mean, I found out to be the funniest thing. I'm like, you have your job.
Yeah,
So
it
you
was
can
pretty weird times for sure.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I was like, I mean, I kinda heard like something was gonna happen that was gonna change 2020. I just didn't think it was gonna be this. I was like, wow. But you know what? I kind of seen something like this in a
The movies.
show. No, I mean it wasn't even a movie. It was like TV show. It was called Counterpoint. I think it
Mm,
was Counterpoint or Counterpart or something like that. I think it was on either HBO or Star or something like that. I don't remember. I didn't necessarily watch it on. I watched it on from my phone, but as far as that, like they had like it was a show about like parallel about like the world like from parallel timelines, and it like started from like World War II, and like something happened which kind of split the timeline. So like kind of created two different timelines. Like one, uh, the one that's supposed to be like the current one that like we know on the show, and then there's like an alternate version of it. And the regular one, of course, you just going about their lives regular. And then the alternate universe was like where like people are, more restricted or something like that. And it got to and kind of like revealed later on that like they said the reason why it because it was kind of like pretty much strict, almost kind of like a totalitarian government sort of. But it was saying like the way it gotten like that. It was saying like some virus went and killed a bunch of people, and the government stepped in and I guess used the military might and all that, and I guess like people over there like if you I mean even show like one scene like where somebody accidentally sneezed, forgot to
Mm.
like I mean, not matter of fact, I think they did cut him out. They sneezed, and then like some soldiers seen it, and they just killed her.
That's crazy. You think it'll
Like
come that far?
it might be way what people allow right now. I thought like like I said surely people won't let the government just be on their privacy, but all it took was some I guess terrorists, and I put that in air quotes, to bomb down some towers,
Mm.
and now everybody just gave the government keys to I mean pretty yeah, keys to really pretty much get rid of the whole Fourth Amendment. So what we need that for?
Mhm.
and and pretty and yeah. So with that, I'm like, and I'm saying like I say you just allow them government do all this was well we just gotta be safe and all that. I'm like it's one thing to be safe, but at some point you gonna have to get back out there. I mean, ain't no such thing as being totally safe, total security. I mean, which it was. There's no such thing. I
Mm.
mean, yeah, you can probably try to reduce the chances as much as you can. You can get close to it as you can, but there's no such thing as total security. And I mean, I think you says about the mask, which is actually true. Like a lot of these masks don't actually protect you, and like even the ones that do, it provides some protection. It doesn't really protect you for everything. I can I can say that for sure because cause like when I work around dust, I have to wear a mask, and like it's like if dust can get through there, a virus certainly can get through there. So I mean, I know why they tell them that, like because like people are already wearing them anyway. So it's like, oh well, we just tell people you just got to wear it, and they'll just go along with it because people are already doing it because people are so scared to catch it now they want to wear masks. Like if you thought about it, like a let's say a year ago, people would just want to wear masks. That would look very weird back then. At that point in time,
Yeah.
people like, "Hey, why you got a mask on?"
It's crazy though. Didn't take much
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah. It really didn't. I was like, wow. I was like, but I was like, I guess I couldn't say I was like too surprised. I was like, wow, okay. So we just giving them rights now. I'm like, okay, that's what we're doing out here. It's like I said, yeah, I think we'll get to a point like where we just gonna where we gonna give government complete control, like, and then we're gonna be upset when they start forcing us to do certain things. Like, well, you
Yeah, like
gave it to them.
the vaccine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I from my opinion, I think they've been having it. I think they've been having it for. since this whole thing started, they're just sitting on it.
What, the vaccine?
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, but they, I mean, they just kind of like
Hi,
playing out. Yeah, oh, hey, Uncle Chuck. Yeah, yeah. So I think they're just trying to play it out as long as they can to see to just get as much control out of it. And then I guess like when they put it out there, like, oh yeah, people gonna be so happy. And I think, and from what I'm hearing, I don't know how true it is or not, but they were saying like that like once the vaccine comes out, it's gonna be like if you don't take it, it might you may not even be able to go into certain places because of that or something like that. I was like,
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I definitely wouldn't be surprised.
yeah, I mean, it's like when people were talking about vaccines, like they talked about it like it was a cure. I'm like, a vaccine is not a cure. Cause like people like, oh well, when this vaccine comes out, I'm cool. Like, no, vaccine ain't it's not a cure. I don't know who told you that, but it's not. But like just saying that they have a vaccine, people gonna think that they're safe if they get it. Whoever get it, they gonna think it's safe. And they say, oh well, I gotta wear this mask when I have my vaccine.
No, they're gonna
And
make you stay wearing the mask. You still gotta wear the mask.
oh yeah, they probably will have people still
You
wearing that
still
mask.
have to wear the mask. You just now just shot up.
Right. Yeah, because I'm like, man, it's like I mean, I can't really, ain't really much I can do about it because I'm like, yeah, it's like when it comes down to the mom child, it's like, yeah, people use anything to get people to stay in fear, and I'm just like, well, I mean, especially with the government, they especially love using people who have like kids, something like that, say, oh well, yeah, if you don't get it, your kids are gonna die or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah, and any parent would be like, "I'm taking it."
right,
Hands
yeah,
down.
because they, and I mean, I get that, and it's like I think it's kind of despicable you doing it, but I think it's despicable doing it, but for making doing parents like that, but yeah, it's just like, yeah, most parents are gonna be like, yeah, I'll take it because I don't want my kids to die. I mean, that's what that should be like a natural response for parent, like I would think,
Yep.
but they do use it
The
to
power
get
of
people.
control.
The power of fear and the power of that group mentality can be real dangerous. It's like, because I remember like when I used to watch episode of Doctor Who, and like it had showed them like in a parallel Earth, and like people, and like they were there, and like it seemed like a pretty good society, like, and then I guess he had noticed that like for whatever reason, like like people be walking, and whatever reason they would just stop for a minute, and then after they stop, then you go and walk around like nothing happened. And I guess they didn't realize that it happened, and then I guess he found out like something more was going on, and he was like saying, he was like, the doctor was like saying, man, first he said humanity is so smart, but the first chance y'all give y'all give control, first chance y'all give y'all control away or something like that. I was like, man, I said, yeah, that's so true. Yeah, the moment the moment people have a chance to take control, take responsibility, that's when we want to give it up. I mean, that's why we have a government, because you
I
know,
guess we're so used to being told what to do.
yeah, I mean that, yeah, and that too, and it's yeah, it's like most people don't want to deal with the responsibility.
Responsibility.
Yeah, yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, that's
I'm
really
doing good, Ra.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm doing well. But yeah, yeah, it's like they don't want, they want to get, people don't want the responsibility. That's like why they have that. Like, it's just like if things go right, then hey, everything's good. If things go wrong, they got somebody to blame. So it's not my fault. It's your fault. You do your job.
Exactly.
So like pretty much like I guess like for shutting down everything, they had everybody focus on the election. That was like the big thing
Yep. That was a
because
big
it was
problem.
yeah, because I mean wasn't nothing else people focused on. I mean, well, I guess they had they brought back sports, so people have a good distraction there too.
Hmm.
Because I was like, yeah, there, yeah, they say, yeah. I said, I know they had to bring it back because they didn't. Then how you gonna keep these people focused on other stuff? You ain't got the football there because football and the basketball and all that. 'Cause
Watching grown people run up and down a court sweaty and idolizing them. That's that's
yeah,
that's wow.
yeah. Like TV don't do so much.
It's like
So
the Olympians before the big Olympics, you know?
yeah, yeah. They definitely like Olympians, Olympian athletes. Yeah, I think I've heard the term of them being described as like gods among men or something like that.
Wow. Now they're gods too. Wow.
I mean, wait, some people be, at them like, yeah, you say the wrong thing about
Yeah, your favorite
the-
athlete and it's over and done
yeah,
with.
yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, no, nothing big. I mean, I guess like the reality TV shows don't do so much. I mean, only so much fighting you can see before you, or I guess like you can keep. I guess on so much fighting you can distract people with before they just like okay. I say yeah. I mean, it's cool, but we don't get it 24/7, so we need something else to distract us.
Yeah, because then they know to fight on cue now.
Right. Cause I was like, even during like the whole, the lockdown, I wasn't even really worried. Like I was like y'all over there
Me neither.
panicking all that.
I was I was on YouTube the whole time, so I wasn't worried. I had my that was my distraction, talking to people online.
I mean, I was just looking like, oh, okay, y'all worried about this, okay. I mean, I guess like all that I like about it, like certain stuff be gone because people getting there, they just start taking over and stuff. And I was like, and the whole thing I like, they had me confused. I think they had a lot of people confused. Like, why the toilet paper though?
I don't know.
Why the toilet paper had to be gone? I think that's like the common joke. Like people that took so much toilet paper. It was like
Yeah.
ridiculous. I was like,
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. I wonder why. Like that you can't clean with toilet paper. You can only use toilet paper to dry up stuff, you know?
yeah. I mean, I guess like people just like were like just told like, oh yeah, just buy stuff, and they thought like, oh, well, you might. Cause how they were told, it sounded like, oh well, this lockdown's gonna shut down everything, and there's nowhere you can go, so you got to pack up what you can and stay in. Like pretty much like a zombie apocalypse, like everything's gonna be destroyed or something like that. And you just had to have your limited supply of food and all that. I was like, I'm like, yeah, you still right. You gonna be in the house. Hey, Ariel.
Hi, Ariel.
I'm just like, you're just gonna be stuck in that. I'm just gonna be stuck in the house. I mean, and I got it because like like they wanted people to be in the house, and I was like, yeah, we want people to be in the house. I was like, yeah, you gonna have to pay. You gonna have to give them something to keep in the house because they ain't because you don't shut that you don't told these businesses to shut down their jobs. And it's just like, oh yeah, we give them this $600 check. Gave it to them. I mean, no, knowing that we're gonna cut it back at some point, but they just giving it to them so they don't.
It's
They
our money, though. It was our
right.
own money.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Not like
yeah.
you giving me anything. I done worked for that money already.
Right, right, yeah, yeah, yeah. The money we work for, give us 600. Give us, putting that $600 check, every week. I mean, they knew they were gonna cut it back, but it was like, they didn't say anything. They didn't say anything because they didn't want people going out and riding. Because if you starving, you ain't paying the bills, you ain't got money to pay the bills and all that. You're gonna be feeling, you're gonna be feeling it. You're gonna be stressed out. So you're stressed out. You're gonna be like, man, this business over here doing this and that. You know,
Happy
I mean,
birthday in advance, Ariel, if I don't see you.
yeah, yeah, birthday area, yeah. So yeah, if like like you got enough people that gonna be angry, especially starving, and especially had like kids that need food and all that. Oh yeah, I mean they're gonna be angry, and that anger gonna build up until
Yeah.
right.
To like beat down, break down.
Yeah, yeah, people go in there and break down the stores, and and break in the stores and take it, take everything they can. So it's like to try to prevent that, they just told people, hey, just I was like, we'll give you a check, getting you a, we'll send you out a check for $600, so you'll stay in and do what you need to do. Stay in and be safe. I put that air quotes, but and it's like, okay, well, I mean, like I said, I see why did he did, but I was like, okay, well, I mean, that was fine. Like, I mean, then like had a lot of people really getting used to this. Like some people were just making, some people made more money, getting their check than they did
They're
the other
working.
job.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, to the point like some people just like say, hey, I mean,
I could
yeah,
spend it
they
all year.
yeah, yeah. Some people say, oh yeah, my job got shut down through the virus and all that. I need that unemployment check.
Mhm. But it's
And
crazy
I
how many people took advantage of it and stole millions and millions of dollars because they got the approval, and the companies that really needed it didn't get it.
oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I mean, I wasn't surprised by it.
It's just sad.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm just like, you know, all these folks doing that. I mean, of course that, of course that worked until I guess either it was like either shooting something like that. I think it might have been I think it might have been the whole George yeah, this whole George Floyd thing that really had people upset. And I mean, in some places like you had like people riding. I had thought they were doing it where I was at, but they just only like got one building. It was like it was like a city hall, but that was the only place they really did anything yet. But they made it sound like people were just riding
Oh yeah.
all in the city and all. I was like,
You gotta make it sound believable, right?
yeah,
Well, I gotta head out, Zero.
okay.
Hey, Jazzy.
Oh,
Ooh, Jazzy's
hey
here.
there.
Oh, come up,
Yeah, yeah,
Jazzy.
yeah. Yeah. Check your messages. I put the link in there. So if you want to come on up, come on
Come
up.
on up, Jazzy. I'll wait for her to come up and then I'll head out.
Okay. Are you on Eastern time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it would be about 5 your time.
Grab that link, Jazzy.
Yeah, yeah. Check your IG. I sent it to you earlier.
I'll be right back, okay?
All right. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. I guess like while till Joy comes back, I told her earlier about like what happened yesterday because I think I had mentioned about where I worked at. Kind of like it's some racism. Well, I ain't gonna say kind of racism, especially against like yeah, more to the black people, and it's by like the Mexican people, and like one of the supervisors, he's Mexican, and he was like pretty much made black people work the hardest and all that, pretty much giving. Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, when you, yeah, and yeah, you just got home. Well, yeah, yeah. What's up, you can just hurry, get settled, and come on up. but, but yeah, 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 like yeah. Pretty much, he would work black people hard. It's like none of the men had to work that hard, nothing like that. But we had we had to work the hardest, and he would give us hell about it. He would, and like you didn't have to work hard for him, even helping him out. He wouldn't even thank you, but then wonder why nobody likes him. I'm like, yeah, because you don't respect nobody, so nobody's gonna respect you. And 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 yesterday he made the biggest mistake he probably could have made, and that was cause somebody cause the black person out of Spanish that you know think about it, he thought he didn't understood he thought he didn't understand what he understand the cuss words, but he knew. He knew. And he told the HR manager who is black, and they talked to him about it because like first he tried to send him try to tell him like, oh well, you just go you just go clock out. He was like, no, he's not clocking out. Cause I remember he tried to do that to somebody, another coworker. He like tried to tell him to clock hurry up and clock out. Like no, he was like no, I'm not gonna do that. And he went and told the he went and told the HR manager. They talked about it. He came back, talked with him about it. And then I guess they went to the office because supervisor loves sending black people to the office. I'm like, yeah, you go. I said, yeah, you go to the office. We joked on that all day. And the thing about it was like he went to the office, talked to plant manager because he used to send people to plant manager because the plant manager will just sit there and lie for him. And with him lying for him like that, people were like, okay, he's lying for him. So like, even if you're in the right, you're wrong. So as far as that, like everybody, as far as that, like he, in the right, we even right, when you're wrong, you even right, you wrong. So like, pretty much like when they went down there to talk, he, I mean, he was doing his usual thing, like lying. Of course, like even if he had any responsibility, could take, he never takes responsibility for anything.
I'm
So
back.
even oh hey, okay. I was telling people I was telling people the story. I think that's kind of like just made it more elaborated more on it. But yeah, yeah, like so like even we don't want to talk little stuff. He just I mean he was just lying. He was trying to get the HR manager in on it. He was like, I don't know why this man is lying. He never told me that. And then and then like Clemens tried to fit it, but he just kept lying, and there was just so much evidence proving that he was lying, and then after doing all that lying, he had I mean, even after all that, the person he cussed out in Spanish ended up being a supervisor. They promoted him, and then for the rest of the day, I mean, he did watch very carefully. I mean, he caught all the smoke from the HR manager, which I believe he been waiting for a long time to get back. I mean, it took a while for it to get here, but I was like, I'm glad it finally came. Finally got his old just desserts. He had to take it. Just like all the black folks had to sit there and take when we go to our office try to explain our side of the story, even though we in the right, we we still get told we're doing wrong, and so we have to take it. So your turn now.
Mhm.
So yeah, yeah, that made my day really great that day. I think I was just like, hey, how are you feeling today? I'm feeling spectacular. Yes, I was like, yep, that was how I was that was how I was feeling. I said, I don't see Jazzy yet. I guess she's still getting everything together.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause I know you had like a show you had to do.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll change the time to 5:30.
Okay,
You gave me an idea though.
what I what I what I did I give you?
Um, the name, well, what I'm gonna talk about. That's the idea you gave me.
Oh, I was curious about the idea. And I don't know. I guess what are you gonna try to surprise everybody with or something?
Well, I don't want to talk about it while you're live. You know what I mean? And I want
Right,
people to go away from your live just because they hear a topic. You know what I mean?
right.
But yeah, the conversation did give me an idea. Yes, I just changed it to 5:30 just to give her a little bit of time.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Jazzy, come on. Yeah,
I
like I
just
said,
got home. Aw. Oh wait, did she just write that, or am I? Is the chat late?
it was like a few minutes ago.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was like 7 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just saw it pop. You know why? Because I went on to the YouTube and I just saw it pop up.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess like I didn't have a couple weeks. I guess people didn't expect it to come back on. It's like, yeah, so I understand that. Yeah, I'm kind of glad right now I had time to really be talking here. I'm glad like I was able to do it in our room because usually if I had my roommate here, you'd been hearing him and all in the back. I mean, even though like my my headset can block out a lot of background noise. Yeah, it wouldn't be able to block that out.
Hmm.
I was like, yeah, you definitely would have heard him. I was like, yeah. So Jazz on here, I guess her devices aren't connected or something. Yeah. Okay. She was trying to come in. Like, okay, but she was trying to come in. I guess her video and her mic,
Connection.
yeah, it wasn't connecting. Yeah. I was like, oh man. I said, okay. She was coming in. I was like, okay, let's see if we can get it this time. Yeah, I'm always trying to get different things. I don't know. I might. I'm thinking about probably doing a baking live a little later, but I'm kind of hoping if I do, hoping my roommates won't keep
Be
trying
around.
to walk in, walk in.
Well, you know they're gonna be around. They're gonna be around.
I mean, they're gonna be around, but I mean, usually, okay, there we go. Finally got Jazzy
It
in the
took me a
building.
minute.
You the first
Yeah,
time going on live with you, Jazzy.
This is the first time. You're right.
What's going on? How was your day?
It was long. It seemed like it was taking forever. I think it's something about Saturdays that does that.
Mm.
yeah, especially if you got to work.
Yeah, it was like 10 o'clock. Then it was like 12 o'clock. It took forever.
But I wish we said, when's the time to go? Just look at that clock. You're like, you be
Every time.
you be looking at the clock. I guess you probably get out like maybe like 1:30 or two or something like that. Be like, dang, when is two gonna get here? It's okay. How long is two? Because it be like 12. It's like, oh, and you think you done waited. You think you done waited like a whole long time. You find out it's like 3 minutes. Like I said it's only minutes.
Time don't go nowhere when you're doing stuff that you don't want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know definitely. Time went by fast. Well, I mean, where else? Especially like what I talked about yesterday. Yeah, supervisor, supervisor to be on this PQ yesterday. Oh,
Hmm.
it was it was perfect. It was just like Carmen's like, okay, yeah, you don't got away with enough stuff. It's your turn now. So that was pretty good. So yeah, Jeff, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I had actually ham instead of a turkey. I wasn't able to find one,
What?
even though it was like a week before. Seriously.
It seemed like they had a surplus in my area.
Yeah, you you would think so.
Yeah, well, see, technically, I mean, they did have turkeys, but the ones that I had seen when I had gone the first time were like the 25-pound turkeys. I'm like, I don't need that much. It's like 5 people. But when I went back, they didn't have any. They just had like a whole bunch of ham. So I was like, oh well.
Okay.
But I had also read a story. I was thinking, it was okay anywhere because I had seen online where Whole Foods had like sent out emails to like some of their customers and stuff because the turkeys had a rotten smell to them when they opened it.
Mm-mm.
And I was like, maybe I dodged a bullet. I mean, I wasn't going to Whole Foods, but I was like, something might have been up with those turkeys then.
Yeah, it sound like they might not have been taking care of them turkeys.
That's disgusting.
Something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, cause I think you remember. I think I remember you saying you had like a whole, like a lot of stuff that you had made.
Hmm. Had corn pudding, had mashed potatoes, had green beans, had the ham, had pecan cheesecake, had dressing. That was about it.
That sounds
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yes. All I did pretty much was make like I made like death food cake for my roommates, and then I made like chocolate cookies for my family. That's pretty much. Pretty much all I made. I just, I just took a plate back, but I did bring some stuff. Even though I could have, even though I usually just, I just come and get a plate. So yeah, I hope like I mean, at least I would at least work wasn't too stressful.
Oh, she probably muted.
Yeah, probably take care of the key.
Yeah,
Okay.
cute.
Yeah, she's just talking up a storm, but yeah, it was good.
Yeah, yeah. You're like, so now I want to be in in the live with
Yeah, she is, and that's like she's across the little room with her playpen. You can still hear her clear as
Oh,
day.
really? She said, "You gonna hear what I got to say about
you.
Thanksgiving?"
Right.
Yeah, I got my headphones on, but
Yeah, yeah. Oh no! Oh no! Them headphones not gonna block out a child says especially a baby, especially a baby. Talking about the same babies that can scream all night when they want you.
yeah, thankfully she don't scream at night. It'll just be like out of nowhere. Like she'll just start
That,
up
that,
and then she stops.
that's usually how it goes. They catch you by surprise. You be like, oh yeah, everything gonna be all right. When it that's it.
She said, "Yep."
Right.
Yeah, I got the sound machine on too, but can't hear it. Have ocean waves going.
Aw.
Yeah,
How old is she
yeah.
now?
Oh, 10,
Oh,
10 months. About to be like not 10 years.
no, I know that. Dang, she got big pretty fast.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
glad though.
yeah,
Like
yeah. She
babies,
take.
they kind of scare me, especially like when they're small. I'm like, ooh, I'll be glad when they get a little bit bigger, and then you can just pick them up, and be like, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then you just like, hey, go play or something like that. You tell them go play, go go out to play, or go to your room and play.
Yeah, I got a little ways for that. She gets in everything as soon as I turn my
Yeah.
head.
So what you got? Get that out your mouth.
Does she cry a lot?
Not really. Like if she's kind of fussy, it's like either like whenever she's at like a growth spurt or something, or if she's teasing. But other than that, no. Which I'm glad about.
Yes. Yeah. No, yeah. I think I put this up on IG. Like I think like some. sometimes a week. I was watching a show called The Mandalorian, which come on Disney Plus, and I was like, I looked at the character Ahsoka Tano, which if you watch, if you know, I'm pretty sure y'all don't watch the Clone Wars TV show, which like it's a cartoon, but I think it's more like a CGI anything, but they had a character Ahsoka Tano, and I guess like if you watch show, you would know it from that show, but like they put her in a live action, had Rosario Dawson playing. And I was like thinking, cause I wasn't sure if that was her or not, cause I heard us Rosario Dawson, and it was, and I found out it was her, and I mean she did a pretty good job playing Ahsoka, and then I think I watched a video saying that like there were like people that wanted Rosario not to play her. They were trying to get her canceled from it, and Disney like forget y'all, we're still gonna put her in here. And I said, yeah, that kind of makes sense. I was like, and like kind of seeing the song, I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense that you have like a black woman playing it, because you gotta look at a character, she kind of looks like a black woman. If you really think of, if you look at her character, like yeah, she kind of looks like it. Let's like find it. Let's like find a picture of her so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I should be able to pull up an image for you. Okay, I'm gonna share it on my share it. All right, share it now. So that's Ahsoka Tano right there, and this is Rosario Dawson playing her.
Oh, she kind of looks similar. The Katanda thing or whatever her name is, she looked more Indian than anything.
I was like saying like just not just from there, but like the back of her head, like she has like one those going back in the back of her head, like so I was like it kind of remind me of like hairstyle like black women wear.
Mm.
Like where you had like the braids all together and all that. That's what it kind of looked like to me.
I'm sorry, more Native American than Indian. That's what I meant.
Okay.
The
Well,
character actually looks Native American, and Rosario can be either or. Let's
well,
just
I mean, yeah,
a lot of hi Erlene, a lot of Hispanics are black.
yeah. I mean, they don't consider themselves that, but yeah, yeah. I mean, I was like thinking, like, okay, yeah, I want claims, okay, cool. What I mean, don't change the fact that y'all got that melanin, but okay, yeah, but yeah, yeah. And like for Native American, a lot of Native Americans look like us back there. So it was. I was like, I just thought that was kind of interesting. I'm, I'm we'll take it off. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. But yeah, yeah, it was like a pretty. Yeah, so she played a role perfectly and all that, and because that's the only reason I got Disney Plus is for the show The Mandalorian. I
I never
mean, I
heard
mean,
of that show.
huh, huh?
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Star Wars show, but it's on Disney Plus.
Oh,
Description of that to watch unless you can somehow find a way you can watch it, on the low or something like that. But but yeah, 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 they had that, and I think yesterday they showed they gave a special appearance of like Boba Fett, and I was like, cause I seen, I was like, it was time. I said, please, cause I see the ship was like, oh, they got the slave one. I said, oh. please, Kevin, they bring Boba Fett back, and and they did because he came back for his armor. He was like, "Want my armor?" And I mean, eventually got it back. I said, "Yeah, Boba Fett's back." I mean, it was look a little different now, but it's like, yeah. I said, I'm not sure the guy that had played him was the actor for it or not. I mean, I'm a fan of Star Wars, but I'm not as big into it as like a lot of Star Wars fans are. So still
Them
like a lot.
Star
I
Wars
don't know.
people, they get serious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Play with them Shrek or whatever his name is.
All the Trekkies.
Darth Vader or something. That's all I know.
Mr.
Darth Vader.
Spock?
Yeah, yeah. I don't even really be getting that serious to it, but I don't really be into things like that into it. But it's just like I kind of find it funny if I like say, oh yeah, Star Wars and all that, be I be playing like I be like really be taking that serious. I like I don't really be taking it. I don't really be taking it that seriously because I'm like it's a show. Like I mean I might mess with like Star Trek fans. Like yeah, Star Wars is better. It's all about the wars.
Mm.
But yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that was pretty interesting. Oh yeah. I just remember, like, yeah, Jazz, you do a lot of like shows on your channel, don't
TV shows and movies.
you? Okay. So yeah, what's your favorite show? Oh, you there, Jazz? Okay, she must be busy for a second. Okay. Yeah, that little one got a hold of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you get to get to your show and matter of fact, I'm gonna get the link so like people want to go on over there in a minute. We can do that. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes. I see. I see what you did there. I just seen the title of your story. I see what you did there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be pretty good. Yeah. Like I said, I'm probably gonna do so later, and I guess tomorrow I'm gonna try to do a live. I'm gonna try to do a live. Talking about a subject I just kind of found interesting. I have to try to. I'm gonna try to get better at just like scheduling these ahead of time so more people can be ready and come back and catch them.
Yeah, it's hard to schedule live sometimes.
You said what happened?
I said sometimes it's hard to schedule live, like
Yeah,
to do a live stream.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like it was like it's like I could have just like put the schedule on it. I was like I just like totally forgot. I was doing other stuff like relaxing, sleeping. I was like, oh, I said, dang, I said, because I was kept telling myself, I'm going to schedule down. So I had it, and I just forgot and woke up like, oh yeah, I gotta go and hurry put this on here so people know I got. got something going. Yeah, yeah. I think yes for you. What I was. What's your favorite show?
Favorite show is in like TV or a cartoon or.
She said, I have
It,
categories. Name one.
either one, unless you want to unless you want to talk about different categories, you can. it it is up to you.
um, let's see. As far as like a TV show, the favorite one I was watching recently was The Resident,
I never.
Correct.
and the one
You said
before that was Castle Rock. And let's see. Let's see. One of the shows I just started back up watching was Young and Fix My Life, so I started watching that. And then as far as like cartoons, I don't have like modern day cartoons that I have as favorites. But let's see, it was like it's really not a cartoon, but like That's So Raven, Sister Sister, stuff like that.
you said those are cartoons.
Yeah.
Okay. You say you. I mean, have you mentioned like you say like one of your favorite shows like The Resident? And you said Castle Bane. Or
Yeah, the Resident is kind of like it's not like Grey's Anatomy, but somewhat like it. It's about these residents that are working in this hospital and like some of their cases and stuff, and then like it has their personal lives wrapped in it. And then Castle Rock was on Hulu, and it was the season two of Castle Rock because there is a season one, but season two is like much better than season one, and it's like it's the same kind of premise, but it's a different, like it's totally different characters, it's a totally different storyline, and it was based off of one of I forget which book it was, but it was one of the Stephen King novels, and it was about this woman that like needs her medication and stuff, and she keeps like hopping. She says that she's a nurse, but she's not a nurse, and she has her daughter, and then come to find out it's not really her daughter, but they're having to go from town to town all over the place, and they also have this other character. She winds up in this town, and it's this guy he adopted. It's like mainly like a white town, but he adopted these siblings that were they were from someplace in Africa. I forget which part. I think they were from Somalia or something like that. And it has stuff about that too. But that was
okay.
like one of my favorite shows that I've been watching.
You say it's called Castle Rock.
Yeah, it's called Castle Rock, and it's on Hulu.
Okay.
And she was like, your daughter was like, what about me? Y'all didn't ask me what I like to watch.
Well,
No,
we
she
had
likes
that.
Baby Shark.
I gotta heard about that. I've not actually heard the song, but I heard the song repeat itself through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I got so I got like shows I watch. I don't I really don't watch a whole lot of shows, and like you like a lot of shows I watch. It's not considered the most popular, which I couldn't care less what shows popular or not. I mean, I have shows I like that just happen to be end up being popular or something like that. I mean, and it's only I only watch because it's like it interests me. I don't particularly go with everybody else like wants to do. Like everybody like, oh yeah, this show's popular. You gotta check this out. Like I don't. I don't do it if it
Right.
stick if it speaks to me or something like that. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go check it out. And might be something to it. I mean, most shows I find, like so I find interesting. Yeah, yeah. Are you find shows interesting too? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, if I find them interesting, I'll just I'll check them out. Like most of the shows I found interesting, they turn out pretty good. Now every once in a while I find one that really didn't turn out that well, and if it didn't, I'll just like not. I might watch it. However many episodes I stop getting interested in, I just probably stop watching it. That's some shows I was interested in, I just didn't finish, and I don't know. I don't know why I didn't, I just I'll eventually go back and check them out. But it was like something I just didn't bother even wanting to
Yeah.
come back to. I'm just not gonna come back to it.
I'm gonna head out, okay?
All right,
All right. I'll see y'all later.
all right. See. Oh
Bye,
yeah,
be different.
All right, Jazzy. And Co.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's like I think it's like shows like I had like a show I really liked that was kind of popular that just ended maybe like a week or two ago was Supernatural. You
Okay.
know, yeah, they've been over 15 seasons. That was and I
That's
was
a
like,
long time.
yeah, they were on there a long time. I think it was like so long. They like some people who hadn't watched it a while. I said they still on. I was like, yeah, they still on. I mean now they're not, but yeah, it was like after they ended, it was like when it was ending, and like once they in the show, they had the main character out, and pretty much thank everybody for watching it, just pretty much give it like a shout out to the fans, and and I ain't gonna lie, it was a little emotional. I was like, yeah, like I gotta miss the show. Like, yeah, I mean, had a good ending, so I was like, yeah, it off on a good note. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna miss the show, but I mean, thing I like about it is like, yeah, we had like a show. Only the shows I don't like is like if I get into a show and then they never bring it back to finish it up. It's like you're left with questions. I'm like,
The
I don't like.
cliffhangers.
Yeah, yeah. You have a cliffhanger and you never find out what happens because they done cancel the show. I
Yeah.
that'd be the worst. I was like, how
Yeah,
you
I
give me?
was watching Homecoming, and the second season it kind of ended like that. It's on Amazon.
Okay. What's that show about?
Homecoming, it was the first season. It had Julia Roberts in it, and I forget what the guy's character was, but she ended up taking this job with that was supposed to be what she thought was helping veterans, and this treatment place it actually was like residential, but they were like blocking their memories, well, trying to like erase their memories so that they could eventually just send them back out to war and they wouldn't have like any recollection of it. And she ended up finding out about it, what the like real purpose was. And then she ends up escaping with one of them. And she also ended up taking, because they were putting it in the food, the
Yeah.
stuff that they were giving us. And then she ended up taking some. So then she ended up getting her memory messed up too. The second
Okay.
season kind of followed onto that, but it had Janelle Monae on it. And the whole ending was like open ended. So maybe they did it just because they were going to do a third season. I don't know, but it was like really.
Yeah. I was like, if like ends like okay, fine, it ends like at least I know it's ending. Um, yeah, that be like I said, that'd be the worst. They'd be like, I said, how you gonna do this to me? How you get me all emotionally involved in this? I putting all my energy to it, and then you just take the show away from me.
Right.
Cause there be some good shows out there. They like last like a season, and then you never see them again. And I'd be like, why doesn't this come back on? And usually for like a show that be taken off, you'd have to get like such a strong reaction for it, that they want to bring it back. But
Right. Yeah, I don't know why they do that sometimes. Maybe it's because I don't know, maybe they ran out of material or something. I don't know.
yeah, I remember like it was like this one interesting show, and it used to come on NBC. It was like a like some time ago, and I mean it was like probably like years ago. I don't remember what year, but I remember it was like it had to be like at least like least about like 10 years if I like had to take a guess. And it was a show called Alive, and it was pretty much about this about a detective who he was going out on a trip. He was coming back home from his son's game, and then had an accident. And he wakes up, and like he wakes up, and I guess like his wife is gone. His wife is gone, so he goes. He has to go through his day. Knowing that his wife's gone, and all that, and then dealing with it and all that, and adjusting to it. And he has a son there. His son survived, and then once he goes to sleep, he wakes up. His wife's alive, but his son's dead, and it's like a whole different setup. So it's not like the not like the day that he had before. It was still like pretty much like the same day, but it was a different. It was like off. It was like alternate timeline. So every time he went to sleep, he would just he would. I mean he would. No, it was called live. It's called awake, and like he would wake up. He would go through his day, and he was like a cop. He was like a detective, and like if he needed to solve a crime, he would he would try to solve it like on one world. Then
Mhm.
once he go to sleep, he wake up right in the other world and right to the other one, and he would still be doing it there, but he would find clues from that side that would help him with the other one. And, end up solving crimes doing that. And then once it got towards the end of it, like there was like some people that looked like they were behind it and could have gave him the answer needed, like find out why this is happening to him. And of course, like they built up like like we're gonna get some answers and all that, and you know what they did? They decided not to show another season.
Mm.
So we'll never know why that happened. It was a pretty good show, but we'll never know. And I remember somebody telling me about the show Alpha. They said it was pretty good, but I heard they had I heard they had one season. I'm like, nah, I'm not. No, I'm not. You're not getting me emotionally involved in that show, especially knowing they only had one episode, one season. I was like, nah. I was like, nah. Oh yeah. Uh, so Alva's you ain't like the Alva's having one season either.
Yeah, she didn't like it.
Yeah,
Hadn't even seen it.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was just like. those one episodes. I mean, those one season shows. I'm like, I mean, maybe like some might have like two seasons or something like that, and then then like they'll just have it to where oh yeah like you about to get some answers and like nah. And I know it's like an old show they did like that. Like I remember, yeah, I remember hearing that the show Alf was kind of did like that. Like it was showing like it showed like Alf like being surrounded by the government where if he got caught they would torture him and experiment on him all that. And it showed him surrounded and like left off a cliffhanger. They did like that. They thought that the show was gonna pick it back up. It's like nah. So so yeah. Like so, I mean, they left it like that. They came back and made a movie called Alf Saves the World, and like and fans of Alf didn't hate the movie so much that they said, hey, this movie never existed. They said we'll take the ending where Alf possibly got tortured and all that, and maybe died. We rather take that than to take the ending of than to take the movie than the Alf movie. So we rather have that, which that's kind of bad. That's bad because how's that like, how's that gonna be? How you have how's the movie get so bad like where they would rather take the bad ending than the ending of the movie that you had in when Alf came back. But I never really watched a show like that, but I remember watching a watching a TV show where they had actually said something about where they actually talked about shows that they kind of had like dark endings where
Mhm.
and I remember like show dinosaurs. I didn't know they had dark ending. I remember seeing that episode, the final episode, but I didn't know that was the final episode. I was like, oh, I think I remember this. I didn't really think about it like being dark and all that, but it was like towards the I guess like had like ending like of course like dinosaurs when the meteor comes
Yeah.
you're supposed to be like where they got all the stick and everything like that, and usually show like we had comedy and all that they was like no we not even gonna make this funny it's just gonna be like hey you know what's happening it's serious yeah,
Have you
yeah.
seen Deep Impact with Morgan Freeman?
I think I seen a little bit of it. I ain't really see the whole movie.
Yeah, it was about. It wasn't necessarily about dinosaurs, but it was about a extinction event. ELE is what they was calling it, and everything. It was a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you the movie more for it pretty good. I like the movie he was in, the Angels Falling. That was pretty good. But I mean,
Yeah, they had like a whole bunch of those angels falling, others falling.
yeah. It was like a whole trilogy. I think it started out with Olympus Falling, then London Falling, then the Angels Falling. Yeah, because I was like, oh, it was a whole trilogy. So I was like, so like before I even I think I checked that one out, and then I went and checked out the other one. It was like, yeah, pretty good. Like I was like Olympus Falling, like I say like probably like 5 to 10 minutes in, you see a plane come out, see like this big old military plane, like they like a bomber or something, like a big old military plane, and they just come out nowhere, just with these Gatling guns and start shooting everybody. I'm like, whoa, already out the gate with it.
Hey, Charlie.
Sure, yeah, yeah. Like just came out the gate with it. It was just like action packed after that. Like people started breaking into the White House. I was like, wow. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, coordinated attack. I was like, man, okay. And then like the only person that was saving was like a Secret Service agent that got kicked out of the force. who came in to save the day, and then I think the second part you kind of start seeing. I don't know. Morgan Freeman was in the first movie, but I know I see him definitely in the second one. But he was like a senator at that point, and then like third, where you see him as a president, you're like, oh, okay. So we got,
Mhm.
but yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm really doing it. Pretty action packed. If you're looking for like good action packed movie, yeah, that trilogy will do it for you. But I tell you another really good action movie was the new Shaft movie, like the one with his son. Like they had like the perfect mix of action and comedy.
You know, I haven't seen that one.
I say, oh yeah, that was yeah. You got to see that one. It's like it's got good action, but like Samuel Jackson will have you rolling throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, I could remembered it being like advertised and stuff, and then I didn't see anything else about it, and I think I forgot honestly, because I was like, oh, I think I want to see that.
Yeah. When it came out, I wouldn't have seen it then. I think like I seen like the Friday it came out in theaters, and I watched it. And I think I was talking to my best friend that day. He was like talking about he was gonna see it with his father. He asked me if I want to come. I told him I already seen. He said, "Oh man," I was gonna ask you, cuz but you already seen. I said, "I go see it. I go see it again." That was a good move.
Oh, it's a good thing if you go see it twice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was that good. Yeah. I say probably no matter how many times I see it, I'm still laughing. Yeah, Samuel Jackson had me rolling. I was like, man, Samuel Jackson. Then they had Regina King in there too, but she didn't have as much screen time as Samuel Jackson, but I guess like mainly had like him and Jesse T. Russell in there. They were like the 'cause I think Jesse T. Russell was I don't know, not Jesse T. Russell, I think Jesse T. Usher, whatever his name is. But he's supposed to be like the main character. He's supposed to play like Shaft's son. And yeah, he went to calling his father for help and all that. But yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, like I said, you're gonna be laughing. You're gonna be laughing throughout the movie. I mean, you're just not gonna be able to help it.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson, he's usually funny without even trying.
Yeah, I was like, man, I said, man, you be thinking everything cool, then you just say something that can get you laughing. Like, dang, so we just done laughing. Like even in the movie, like people couldn't help laughing. It was a great movie all around. I was like, man, yeah,
Yeah, I think there's actually only one Samuel Jackson movie that like I've seen that I just did not get, and it was The Red Violin. And that movie was like so long. It was like 2 hours, at
you said
least.
what you said what the name
It's
of it
called The
was?
Red Violin.
Red Violin. Okay,
Yeah, and it's basically he's like a collector, and he's at this auction. He's trying to get this violin, but he's gonna steal it. But it's like all this other backstory stuff and all these other people. And really, like, I only had looked at it because he was in it. And
yeah.
then he really wasn't even in the movie that much. And I'm like, what is this? That's the only one
Oh,
I've seen so far that I was like, this wasn't it.
yeah. I remember seeing that movie Glass. I was like, yeah, I think he did pretty good as Mr. Glass. 'Cause, I mean, we seen him in Unbreakable, but
Oh,
but the but
I
to
love
see him at
that
the
one.
yeah, but to see him at all that time, and then the ending, I was like, oh wow. But M Night Shyamalan, so he always got to hit you with a twist.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Cause I think, I think I even like put out a video. I just used like the audio from like the ending, like when he kind of like revealed to everybody that like superhumans were real and all that, and he gave his gave his speech,
Mhm.
which I said yeah, that's like very inspiring because I remember like see somebody else put it up on the channel. I was like, yeah, that sounds very inspiring. But I just didn't use the video for it and all that, and I just put like a different background. I think I titled it like the video you had permission to be great. It was like so surprisingly I didn't get a copyright claim when it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. But it was like a message. Like, yeah, I was like, yeah, the message like you know that like people could actually take away from, even though it came from a movie. It was like you can still take something away from it. And I
Yeah.
mean,
Have you seen Changing Lanes?
I've heard of. I've not got a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah, it's a good one too. It all takes place over really just one day, and he was on his way to court, and he ends up getting in this car accident with this guy, and he ends up having getting his portfolio, and he basically was like holding it hostage, like he wasn't going to do anything with it, but this guy he ends up being like, you know what, I'm gonna just wreck your whole life, and he ends up like really messing stuff up for him. But yeah,
Oh wow,
it's a good one.
I'm about to check that out. Oh yeah. Did you ever get to see the movie Tenet?
I did. I liked it. I had seen
I
your
mean,
review first, but I
yeah,
did go and watch the movie.
yeah. It's like, cause I remember. Yes, I remember. I had seen somebody else did a review about it, like I said, after I did mine, but I was like, since somebody else do it, I think it was like because me and Tony Baker he did. He was like talking about how it was a confused movie. I was like, yeah, I can see how people get confused because if you're looking at time as being linear, it will be confused. So it's like you would have to get out that whole mindset of looking at it like as whole linear time looking in linear. That's if you don't look at it like that, you understand it. But if you look at it linear, it's gonna confuse you. And I thought like John David Washington did a pretty good job on that as protagonist because that surprise ending. I was like, oh, he's like he did all that fight, like working for the organization that he created. I was like, what?
Right.
They're like, oh yeah, that's like, yeah, yeah. He said, yeah, who you work for? It's I work for you. he was like, he was like one answer, like yeah. It's like, yeah, I work for you. I was like, wow, okay,
Yeah, anytime there's a movie with a good twist, I always enjoy it.
yeah, yeah. I was like, cause I'm like kind of like, okay, he kind of, kind of, getting, kind of trying to get up there with his daddy.
Hmm.
I was like, okay. I hope he gets to, surpassed Daddy, but right now like far like greatest. Do I think it's the greatest act all time? I'm about to go with Denzel. I can't really think of any actor that could be better than him. Not saying the great actors, but I can't see any actor that could top his acting ability.
Yeah, it's good.
Because even like Will Smith, you're somewhere you if you looked at him back in the day, you never thought he would be an actor because like oh yeah, but this rapper, gonna be a great actor. Back then we would call like the Fresh Prince.
Right. I mean, his acting skills improved though from like some of his other stuff. Like I think the first movie I had seen him in was Made in America. I mean, he had done a movie before that, but I mean, it was like comedy, so it didn't really seem like he was taking it too serious. But
Right.
yeah, you wouldn't have known just from watching
Yeah. He's done like a lot of great movies. Like I said, so I like the movie After Earth, even though like a lot, even though people were saying that it wasn't a great movie. I was like, I thought it was pretty good. I think it's hard to say what a great movie because it didn't have a lot of sales, but didn't change the fact that the movie wasn't didn't change the fact that the movie was good. It was just it didn't sell. It didn't sell like it should have, but that didn't mean wasn't a great movie. Cause I don't think like a lot of people like say like, yeah, that was a great movie. You know, and I don't, it's like I don't get why people say that it ain't good. And then like kid like his recent movie, Gemini Man, that was a pretty great movie, and they really like kind of use a lot of deep fake technology. I don't know if you know what deep fake is.
it.
Um,
No.
it's like you ever see like those videos like where like people have like some certain be like you'll see people put their faces like in like certain celebrity things and it looks like that person is the character, like they put their person's face on it, but that's not the face that goes with that body, but it looks like it belongs there.
Yeah. Okay, I get what you mean.
That's what a deep fake is. Like they manage like to integrate like someone's face into to a body like that. So they did that with Gemini Man. They like did it with like where he would play like his like where they had like something like that like like create like younger version stuff. They just put like they probably like put like a younger face of him, younger version of him on there so like you see like the whole younger version like when they did the whole cloning thing.
Mhm.
He's seen his clone, like whole younger version of himself, like and I mean that's like it's like more of an accurate representation of what clone is. Like people like when you hear like people experience it, oh, that person's been cloned. I'm like, y'all not know how cloning works. I was like, yeah, it's like we're going. If someone gets cloned, they have to raise them like an actual. They have to raise them like every other human being. So they may not look the same. One, they may not look like the person that they're cloning, and if they do, it's like you'll be able to notice the difference because one person clearly be older, and clearly this person ain't gonna have the same experiences anyway, so it'd be kind of hard to do that. Hey, Lady T, yeah, so yeah, like Gemini Man definitely had like a lot of did a lot of that, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna probably see it more in different movies as well. Because I think they even have like an app for it now where you can do it. They call like the Reface app, I seen some people use it, like put their face like other movies, like do it kind of fun and all that. So
Yeah, they have a lot of those apps now.
yeah,
Like apps that make you look older and stuff.
yeah, yeah. It make you look older, make you look younger. It's, it's definitely pretty interesting. I don't think we play around with that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's like pretty good technology. And let's see, and I mean, as far as like movies, like I ain't seen a lot of, com- I ain't seen a lot of comedies that I would, now that I would really just really just want to watch. I mean, to me, I don't seem like a lot of comedies ain't even funny anymore. Like they don't have like people that really, seem like they got people that really could, make a solid comedy and it would make like a great movie. But that, I mean, that's my opinion. But I don't, not sure.
So what were like some of your favorite comedy movies then? Like even back in the day.
I'm saying, I guess like I guess like I did like the house party and like class that movie because they pretty funny. I love like most Sinbad movies because they were pretty funny like house guest and and like the first kid. I like those movies. They're pretty good. I mean I don't know if you ever seen the story time. Actually had a chance to meet Sinbad. He's like pretty. It's like Sinbad's personality in real life. I mean, in the movies, that's really how he is in real life. Like, he really put his personality in the movies. But yeah, he's a pretty cool
Yeah, I
guy.
like Sinbad.
I mean, he's a pretty cool guy. He's like really tall.
Yeah, he looked
I was
like a
like,
big dude even from on a different world.
yeah, I was looking, I was like, hey, I was like, dang, I didn't expect to be that tall. Like, cause like, cause I remember I met him and like, cause I was my friends were performing there and they were like a band performing and I'm part of the dance crew, and we would go up on stage sometimes and dance. I mean, usually when we're there, we'll go up and dance. They like have like songs they have like ready for us to play. They tell us, come on up, and then we go in there dance a little bit through the songs, and after that we go back down. And I remember after I came back down, I had seen him. I didn't think it was him at first. I didn't think it was him at first. I was like, I thought it might just been a lookalike. I was saying like, hey, hey, you man, hey, because you give me props from my dad. It's like, hey man, you like Sinbad? He said, I am Sinbad, and that just kind of like
Oh my
caught me off guard.
gosh. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I said, yeah, I just said like you look like because like I ain't expecting Sinbad to be up in here. And it's like a little smaller club and all. I mean, well, not really a club, but it's like a small little venue. So I'm like, not thinking he gonna be here, Sinbad. I'm like, and I mean, he's pretty cool, pretty down to earth, and he was there. And matter of fact, he was actually there because like one of my friends was giving him a guitar lesson, so he just come down here to get some guitar lessons. He came to the club, so my friends actually knew him, so like yeah, so I was like telling him, he's pretty cool, I mean, he took pictures of everybody, after the show that day, but like for that, he actually went on stage and started, telling jokes and all that because he wasn't going to play, but his knee knees were bad, so he couldn't walk up there, so couldn't walk up the steps, so he just like him in the microphone, start telling jokes.
Oh,
Oh
that
yeah.
is cool.
I mean, yeah. I may have my story times. I mean, I don't know if I'm trying to remember if I had a playlist for that. If I don't, I'm at the I make one. Wait, But yeah, yeah, that was it's definitely something to check out because like that story pretty good. Like I was, it's like it was like I was thinking like because I remember like when I was thinking about certain stuff, it's like cause I thought about like I hear people like tell stories and all that, be like sounds interesting. I'm thinking like I don't really have nothing interesting to talk about, and then I don't have no interesting stories to tell. And then when I thought about it, I'm like, oh, I do have interesting stories to tell.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I mean, yeah, you pretty cool guy. It's like, yeah, I mean, you definitely see him. Yeah, he definitely ain't like, oh, I don't want to be talked to. I'm a slave. He ain't like that. But yeah, it was pretty good. But yeah. And then like I think probably like the only actor that probably could, really right now like could make if you had the right script and stories right, he could probably make it pretty funny like maybe like Kevin Hart because Kevin Hart is kind of take it can kind of taking over the comedy scene right now. Well, I mean, I guess let's Dave Chappelle side to come back into it, but other than
Yeah, I
that,
saw the upside with Kevin Hart. That was a good one.
you say called the upside.
Mhm.
What's that about?
It's about this guy. He is trying to get a job, and he ends up. It had Nicole Kidman in it too, and I forgot what the guy who he ends up working for, who's like really wealthy and everything. But he has also Kevin Hart's character. He has a son, and the baby mama and all that stuff. But he ends up getting paid like really well and everything. But something ends up happening, and they end up having a falling out, and then he's not working for him anymore. But like both of them like end up learning a lot about each other, in the world and stuff. But it's a good movie, and it has um like the ending. It has Aretha Franklin singing this one song, and she did like really good on it. But yeah, you got to see that one.
Okay, I'm gonna put that down too. Yeah, move. I think like the movie I like Timmy that I seen him in was Central Intelligence. Him and
Mhm.
the Rock. Cause I was like, yeah, that one was pretty funny, and like, and kind of find out like him and The Rock are like really good friends, and they get together, they be joking with each other, it'd be hilarious. I, cause I was like, man, I'll be down when I see them two like be together, like and start joking around. I remember they had like a video where like they were interviewing each other, but playing the other person. So like the Rock playing Kevin Hart and Kevin Hart played the Rock. It was it was just pretty funny just seeing them imitate each other. But I would say Devin Kevin Hart got better as a comedian.
Yeah, probably. Um, I'm trying to think. Probably if there was like a comparison, I would probably say I prefer um, probably Dave Chappelle over Kevin Hart.
They spell definitely better than Kevin Hart. Cause I remember I think Kevin Hart was talking about one time where he ran the Dave Chappelle like he was like doing a show and I guess he had found out that Dave had done a show and didn't tell nobody. Because like Dave just gonna do a show and he just do a show if he just needs some money real quick or something like that and just do it. don't even really be caring about it. Like they say, hey man, you had a show, how come you didn't tell us about it? Oh man, just did a show. So if you told me, I would have came. And then because I think because I think he invited Dave Chappelle to come talk with him, come practice material with him and Chris Rock because they was practicing material. And when they went to see Dave got up on stage and all that, and start start doing his material. It was like the material that him and Chris Rock had. You know, material they had in there. When they start seeing him do his material, they just balled up. Like, nah, we can't even run with this. We gotta start over.
Mhm.
We gotta start over. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like they should probably just be, I mean, it's like Dave Chappelle still, he loves comedy, but I mean, clearly you can tell he don't really even care about, Hollywood and all that. He's just like, yeah, I can do, I'm doing. I
Yeah,
mean,
he has found out a lot about the other side of Hollywood. I think that's what kind of slowed that down.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, when he left, why, like, yeah, like they did. The media did make it out to be like he was crazy or something like that. Tomorrow he had a mental breakdown, all that, and like, and I remember Dave Chappelle like came like, and had like talked about it. He was like said, man, he's like, "Just went to Africa to get away from everybody. Like he says, I come back and they tell me I'm crazy, I'm on crack and all that. I was like,
They
I was,
turned on him.
yeah, I was like. So I guess they assumed he probably. I guess they would say, well, you gonna say he crazy because he turned down 50 million. He was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good on the 50. I'm good on that.
Yeah, because there's so much stuff that comes along with it.
Yeah.
It's not just, oh, here's 50 million just to go be funny on a talk show.
Although he does deserve to make that much, and then some. But yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, he had that with it, and usually, like you don't really usually come back from that, but he let it come back there and come back stronger, and even with the sticks and stones. Even though like cancel culture tried to go get him, he's like, ain't nothing you can do to me. And pretty much like pretty much dropped warnings like in in the stand up. So like you couldn't really say you were upset about it because like he told you he
Right.
warned you he warned you. And I mean, and it was like the jokes and stuff were just like kind of like his standard jokes, but like what made it even controversial, like the stuff that they was talking about because like because he was like a lot of topics that a lot of comedians weren't going to touch because they worried that they were going to get they were going to lose their career if they started telling these type of jokes. So like pretty much it was more like he was taking the stand more than anything because I remember like I think I had looked at the Rotten Tomatoes view, they gave him a 0%, talking about, oh, it's not funny and all that. I said, I don't know what Stick Stones you watch. I seen it, I was dying.
Yeah, there's always a critic with that stuff. Always.
Yeah, I mean, just like he really went at cancel culture. It's like, yeah, he said, no, you're not gonna. He was like pretty much like I say, you're not gonna make me give up. You're not gonna make me not tell these jokes. I mean, they really thought they could stop me. It's like I already got my money. We already did it. I already got paid,
Exactly.
I'm still gonna do shows out there. You can't, he, it's pretty much he in control of making his money. So it's like they really don't care either way. he was still able to do, he's still doing comedy. I think like the last recorded stand up was like what was like 814. I think is what it was called. I think that was the name of
I
stand
think
up
it was
where
something
they
like that. Yeah.
yeah where he kind of just spoke on like a lot of issues. I mean, yeah, he was still doing comedy, but but he kind of brought up the whole George Floyd thing, because that was the reason why he named it that. And and like that stand up, they didn't, it was like they pretty much just put it out there. Netflix put it out there free. You can watch on YouTube, whatever. It was just pretty much you can just watch it there. So it's like I thought that was cool, and I think that was like I said yeah. So I think you did that during the yeah. Matter of fact, yeah, that was during the pandemic. Yeah, so yeah. Because it just the whole George Floyd thing didn't just happen not too long ago. Like people were upset about it. I mean, rightfully so, because I mean, you kill you kill somebody unnecessarily. You don't necessarily kill somebody, and then and like and of course, like you had like side that want to defend stuff like this. Said, well, he was a criminal. I'm like, okay. He did this crime. Like, okay, that didn't give you a right to just kill him for no reason. If you had him down, there was no need to put a knee on his neck. Now I didn't actually see the whole video. I think like they took all the video, the full video down, 'cause I never seen the full video. I mean, I know a lot of people seen it and they got really upset about it. I never seen it and I still haven't. I looked for it, couldn't find it. I think they made sure they took all the full versions down because I guess they didn't want nobody still get upset about it. I'm like, well, if you don't want nobody to get upset about it, like, yeah, stop having these cops doing what they doing. But I
Well,
mean,
they've
I
gotten
mean,
away with it for so long, so
right. I mean, it's like yeah, it's like don't try to hide now because now people getting upset about it. Like, yeah, I mean, that's happened. I've seen y'all let other stuff go, but hey, yeah, they do that and they cause such an emotional reaction out of them. Like I said, I didn't see it, but even hearing about it, I was like, yeah, that was pretty messed up. Like I think somebody just be mad just hearing about it. When they describe the whole thing. I was like, and then like hearing that the officer actually the policeman actually knew this guy personally. I was like, and you still did that? I was like, nah, that had to be personal. You
mm.
had to have something against him. Just like you had the man in handcuffs. So what could he do? He had it man handcuffs with hands on his back. How much a threat was he really to you? It wasn't like he. I mean, what I didn't hear him like he didn't just like start trying to fight you off like once he got the handcuffs in. So that's kind of like just like thing you got to watch out for. Now, I mean, it don't happen everywhere, but it does happen. It happens enough, where it's a whole big issue. And it's kind of funny, like they let stuff like this go. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah, the cops, it's a dangerous job and all that, and blah blah blah. But if somebody was to take out one of the cops, oh, this person's dangerous. We need to take him down. The cop take him out. Nobody bats an eye. Like, oh, he was dangerous. He need to be taken down. Nobody says nothing. So I mean, like hypocritical. Like when people like try to say that, like my cops say, oh, these cops are they they have a tough job, and I'm like, okay, you may have a tough job,
But
but
they
that
signed up for it.
right, yeah, you signed up for it. You
And
didn't
they're
have to
supposed
take.
to know how to de-escalate and when to use force and when not to. Like it
Right.
is like I think they forget it is taxpayer. You know what I mean? So it's like you paying for something to eventually could possibly bad happen to you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, yeah. It's like if we gonna keep trying to, if you gonna go have us pay our tax money, you need to do what we need to do. It's kind of like how like a lot of those politicians be talking about. Oh, well, have these people on food stamps on welfare and all that. Like I'm like thinking y'all can't talk about nobody being on welfare because y'all welfare. You know what? Because y'all rich, you don't mean nothing. You're living off the people. We give you a
Right.
paycheck. You're on welfare. It just it's just like you get a bigger check than the people that are actually that you're talking about. And then on
Yeah, there's big money in poverty.
yeah, yeah. I mean, then on top of that, you don't even do the job that we put you in there to do, and then you got a nerve to look down on us. I'm like, really? I mean, that's why I like it. Like somebody asked me, like, if I was there, why I'm not getting all into it because they don't do nothing. It's like even if you vote vote the politician that you want. They're not gonna do what you want them to do. They always have excuse about, oh, we tried all that, and nobody holds accountable. So it's like, yeah, like, oh, we tried, but we just couldn't get no help. The other side didn't want to do it. They was do their whole blame game. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
just want my stimulus check. That's all.
yeah. I mean, for what I heard about the stimulus check, they go. I think like even if you get it, they go make you pay it back, even though it's your money. E- from what I heard
What?
anyway. Yeah, that was that.
Oh man.
I mean, that's what I heard. I don't know, but that sounds like something they would do. give you,
Well, they
give
wouldn't be
you.
able to get any money back out of me because I'll just be like, hey, it's spent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know you're gonna try. Be like, oh, okay, spit. Okay, go take. We'll get out your check, something like that. You know, not pay the IRS, especially especially with money, I only get like the whole reason IRS because they're talking about you got to do your taxes. I'm like, do your taxes. I'm like, why we gotta do our taxes when we're paying taxes like every time we get a check. We already done paid the taxes. I mean, it's just like the whole concept is like kind of crazy. It's like, well, you got to file your own taxes. I'm like, I mean, shouldn't y'all already have like records of that?
It reminds me of that Cosby show where Thea was talking about he wanted to go out in the real world and everything, and they had the fake money and all that stuff, and he was like, "Oh well, I still have this much money left over," and Cliff was like, "No," he was like, "You got to pay taxes," and he was like, "Cause they come for the little people first." It's always like the people that really don't have anything, they're the first ones that the IRS come for and get taxed the most and don't get the loopholes.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you're the servant, or like kind of like in the feudal system. You're the serfs. You're the lower class. So you gotta pay the much. You gotta pay the most so that the rich can live. I guess so to speak. Live as you say, like live high off the hog, so to speak. So it's like, yeah, you gotta pay for that, and it's like every time like always talking about the middle, the middle class. Make sure for the middle class and all that. I don't even think a middle class exists. I'm just gonna be honest at this point.
It's being whittled down every day.
Right. 'Cause I'm like, oh, even middle class, you ain't you still not a part of the upper class. Like so it's like yeah, you got like the upper class, the people the the select rich people that are over you and they always and they're the one that control that make the rules and because even though the people put them in there, it's like yeah they make the rules and I mean people want to look at the president like the president can can do all this. I'm just looking at people like I said, don't y'all know the president like the least power person in there? Like people like oh he can do this. Even with the stuff they say make him powerful, it's like no that power has to be given to him and it can't be taken away. I mean, like, well, he can
Right.
veto. He's like, he can veto a bill. Yeah, he can veto a bill, but if 2/3 of Congress say we want this on there, your veto doesn't count. It's like, I mean, if you want to talk about like, parties that have more power, I would say you want to get a House of Representative or a congressman, before you go to the president. If you get enough of them on there, hey, especially if you're lobbying, you can get stuff passed. You spread enough money around, which I say that's probably a form of before voting than what people been used to.
Yeah, people really just think of voting in terms of every 4 year thing. They don't really go for the other levels like that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, cause I mean they have midterms. I mean, when I really leaving it, I did all that. I mean, I remember like when Obama became president, like I had helped out in the campaign because like for that I was pretty much done with the whole system, and I got convinced to go back. And I mean, every time like, hey, stuff about like, okay, I believe he was gonna do all that, and I mean, he kind of did, but he didn't. He didn't do it. He didn't do what exactly what he said to do. Hey, Lily, how you doing? But but yeah, he didn't do it like exactly how he said he was gonna do it. Like talking about well, the whole like healthcare thing, which people were was like one of his big things. He didn't even do it like he said he was going
They have
to
because
yeah he didn't do it like how he said he was gonna do it. Like the whole big talking point of that was that you would be able to pick your own. You had a public option. That wasn't even when it got. I mean, before it even got passed, like that was already taken off the table. And of course, they blamed the Republicans for it, but it wasn't a Republican that took it off of that. It was a Democrat. As a matter of fact,
yeah,
I think his name was Bud Nelson because he was like I think he was like a senator from Nebraska, and yeah, he took it off. I think he took it off like called like the Cornhusker deal. Like he had to take it off to get his vote on the bill, and so it was like yeah. I mean, cause I think Obama changed like the whole votes. I think like before then you had like 51% of the votes. You could actually pass and stuff, and like when I heard people say, well. He didn't have no help, it was like majority Republican. No, it was Democrat until for 2 years. 2 years they had a whole 2 years the Democrat ran both House and Senate. And I said, if y'all had you had 2 years, you had 2 years to do something. You didn't do it. And then I guess like once started getting like more Republicans in because like the whole that's like when the whole Tea Party movement came in because they were tired of George Bush that kind of came out of that, you know. I guess like there's a franchise conservatives, you know, doing just like side to form their own group. And even though I don't really hear much about them now, I guess it's like guess that wave kind of rolled out, but yeah, that was the kind of thing like where a lot of these Republicans were like riding that Tea Party wave.
Mhm.
They were just using that. And I was like, yeah, riding that wave, and then they got like a lot of they got like some guys on Republicans there. It's like some Democrats that were like that like normally would stay in there. They got voted out. I think I seen one time in like Alaska like that like people were so tired they said I think they had like a female senator in Alaska. They got so tired of her they just said, man, we writing in the candidate. We ain't even gonna pick choice y'all. I don't think like either one of them said we ain't gonna pick either choice y'all gave us. We just we gonna write in the candidate. And I'm just like and like when I see people that say, well, we have just these two choices. We have to pick either one of these two. I said, no, you can write in. Nobody thinks about that, and neither side gonna tell you to write in, tell you to do a write in.
Yeah.
I mean, you're supposed to take two options that they give you. And like and I remember mentioning this, and I haven't put a video on it. I haven't put the video out on it yet, but it was like talking about like how these political parties are tell you, especially the political parties tell you like, oh yeah, if you vote for this, if you don't vote for this person, then you're voting for the other side. Like especially like with this election, like I heard like people saying, well, if you don't vote for Joe Biden, you're voting for Trump, even if you didn't vote for him, even voted like independent. So well, you're still voting for him. Like, and I'm thinking like how, but but I kind of see what tax. It's kind of like, really, if you really think about it, it's actually voter intimidation. They're trying to get you to vote for one person. I'm just like, no. I mean, I don't think. Honestly, I don't even think like anybody vote for either one of them. But that's my opinion. But I ain't gonna tell everybody like who they shouldn't vote for. But I mean, me personally, I would never vote for either one of them. Like I don't even like none of them. Like even during like the whole Trump and Hillary election, did nobody like either one of them. I mean, I don't think people really like Biden like that. But but didn't nobody like Hillary like that. They just a lot of people just vote for Hillary because they didn't want Trump and they thought it was their only choice. Like I done heard people who would vote for Hillary say I don't really like Hillary. I just voted for her because like she was there, like because I didn't want to vote for Trump. I was like, I mean, it sounded ridiculous to me because I'm like, well, but they felt like they didn't vote. They did. They the person they didn't like would have gotten in, which got it anyway. But I gotta find it funny because I didn't think he was actually gonna win. It seemed like they had it set up for Hillary to win, but I guess that was, I guess
And people have
it,
already seen and had the Clintons in long enough. Like it just seems like no.
yeah. I mean, like what like, a lot of people don't understand is like the people don't really presidents. Like it's like I'm just like kind of looking like the president already chosen. They already done picked who they want to be president. They just making
Exactly.
everybody everybody thinking that our vote counts. Like, and if they get the president they want, if they pick the president that people want, then people think that they vote got them in there. Like, no, it didn't. But I mean, if you want to keep thinking that, like, okay, fine. I mean, I kept telling people, I said, if the popular vote mattered in that election, if the popular vote mattered, then Hillary would have been president right now, not Trump, because she had the most popular. but I mean, electoral college. But I mean, pretty much, I mean, pretty much, they already picked who they gonna get. They just dragging it out. Like I mean, it was just like this election, they dragged that thing almost all the week. I was like, I said, yeah, I said they gonna run like TV shows. They gonna see America's next president. I mean, that's what kind of felt like me. Like, they it was just a reality show that they were going to that they were making like, oh yeah, find out what happens next time, next episode, America's next president, and they ran with it, made their speculation like, oh yeah, the states were holding out so long, and I'm just like trying to make it sound like they really had like a big they really had to make a long, hard decision about it, and it was just kind of funny. but I said, well, I guess they did that because they needed keep people distracted a little longer, give them something to talk about, and yeah, I think like a week after the election went through, like yeah, that I think a week or two out there, like yep, now we about to lock everything down again. No more, no more of that. But yeah, that's kind of my thing on that. But yeah, like yeah, people. Yeah, I keep trying to tell people that because I remember I remember I was like I had called left back and it was like I was talking to this guy that used to do political ads in Washington, and he was like saying that like the president was like the least power person in Washington, and he was telling me like there was like a running joke in Washington. He was like saying the worst day of the president's life is like when he gets inaugurated and he goes to the White House and then he goes to the Oval Office and like all the heads of like all these big I guess like three. I don't know. I don't know what the highest star generals are, but like you high up, and then they come to you and they tell you about events, tell you about the events, and they tell you what really happened with certain events. Now they tell you all this information about all these different events. Now you got to keep it all a secret. So that kind of be interesting.
Yeah, I think I remember it was President Obama's inauguration, the first one, and they had I forget what his name was, but he was all of a sudden he popped up doing political commentary and stuff, and like I remember like everybody at the house, like, we were all like super excited because we were like, okay, he is gonna be a president and everything, and it was DL Hughley, that's what it was. But he was doing like a lot of the commentary and like Obama, because I remember because I taped it, and that was like back when I had like a VCR and everything, so I really remember that.
Right.
But he was coming out, and he looked like he had seen death or something. Like he didn't seem happy. He wasn't smiling. He was just looking. It was like the walk of like death walking up there. And
I,
it's like, dang, what's going on? And they had
I,
DL Hughley trying to make a joke out of it, talking about, oh, he looked like he walking on money. No, he looked like he had seen like a clone of himself or something, and they did something to it. Like I remember that.
yeah, 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 yeah. Also, so this was like not too long after he got in. That was you saying like you seen him like look like he had seen a ghost or something.
No, that was the inauguration. When he was walking out, when he came out the doors, he looked like he was not happy at all. Like it was like a slow walk. It was the
Oh,
inauguration.
they must have told him before. They must have told him before the inauguration. Like, okay, yeah, It's oh okay, this is what yeah, this is what really happened. Like oh, say I think they told me ahead of time like oh yeah you supposed to wait till after you got inaugurated.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I thought about it, like I think like after he got elected, I started noticing. I said, it seemed kind of weird. Like it seemed like it just kind of popped up out of nowhere and just became president. And I know some people disagree with me on that, some people agree with me on it, but it just seemed like it just came out of nowhere.
Well, it was the media coverage that kind of came out of nowhere because he had, been already doing politics and everything. And he had his book and all that, but
Yeah, I mean,
it was the
yeah,
momentum. All of a sudden, that kind of picked up out of nowhere because he used to be doing speeches and he was on C-SPAN and all this stuff, but it wasn't mainstream media until like right before he was saying he was going to be running.
yeah. Yeah, I know you like he kind of did politics before. Like I kind of found out later, but like thing about it was it seemed like the whole thing just like I said, just seemed like came out of nowhere, and then like even when like kind of got like pushed back, of course, like you expect the so-called black men to be run president, like racism was kind of expected, but I mean even with that, like it didn't even really the racism didn't even really they didn't really even go as hard on Obama like they would normally go on a black man. It looked like they kind of would ease on him. And I just found it kind of weird. It was like I said, I know that. I said, I know racism. Like they could have went a lot harder on him. It was like it's like if they really want to get him, they could probably start digging up stuff that start digging up stuff in his past, start trying to use against him. But didn't nobody do that. And I was like, I said, that's weird. They were kind of easy on him. And I mean, I didn't think nothing about it. Like at the time, I was like, yeah, it started like kind of went easy on him. And I was still rocking with him, and then like more like the years go by, I'm like it's like I'm still rocking with him, but I mean I think it was like I think it was like the fourth year, by then way before they started doing the election. I think like when we start getting close doing elections, that's like when I started seeing certain things like I remember I seen this I guess like this bill passed like see if they want to go and fight in I think it was like going to fight in Afghanistan. Like they passed a bill for that. I'm just like, I remember like Democrats usually talk about, oh well, we don't really go to war like that and all that. And like when I seen like the bill passed, like it was like almost unanimous. It was like 99% like people voting, and I was like 99%. So I know ain't 99% of Republicans. So it's like when I started seeing that, it's like, oh, it's like when I realized, that, oh, they both they working together. So that's like when I was like, okay, I peeped the game, and then I just kind of like started. Then I started seeing more and more stuff. I started seeing stuff about like Obama, and I started noticing some stuff. Like, okay, this kind of weird. And then I found out like he's all a part of like this family that's like been running stuff. Like Obama's part of like the British royal family, like him and Bush, their cousins, John McCain's cousin, Mitt Romney is his cousin, Dick Cheney's his cousin. I mean, just like so many people like related to each other. Like, even and it's like, oh, okay, that's why I guess they needed somebody to make the country look good. So, okay, we're gonna put a black man, but we're gonna put a black man that's with us. And I mean, even with Hillary and Trump, they're cousins. Now people say, well, oh, it's so far down, it don't matter. I'm like, yeah, it matters because if it didn't, you wouldn't see so many of these politicians being related to the same family. so many times. Like I think Trump and Hillary like 19 cousins, and like Obama and Bush like maybe like 10th or 11th cousins. So it's just like, when I hear people say, "Oh well, they just look at him like he just another N word," or something like, no, no. If they did, they wouldn't have put him in there. So I just find that kind of I find that interesting. I'm like, okay, I see.
Yeah,
They
it's
put him in there.
already predetermined. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I be like, I said, I don't get why people pick one side or the other, because I'm like, they both working, they both working together. Like even when they do all that fake arguing and all that, it's like after they're done, they all go out and eat together. So it's like, I said, if y'all going out and eat together, how much how much do you really not like each other if y'all can still go out and eat together?
yeah, it's two sides of the same coin. Just like I had seen it with, I don't know when the picture was taken, but it was like Biden. He was playing basketball with some set people or something, but his jersey said 46, and now look, he's the 46th president. Well, going to be the 46th president.
I you say what president?
I said he's going to be the 46th president.
Oh, you talking about Biden?
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like with Biden, like, I mean, like I said, I don't really care too much for either one of them, but like, I mean, it's just like people keep, people want to talk about Trump being racist. I'm like, Joe Biden's a racist too. Like, you like every crime bill that was used, because like the crime bills were like what's keeping what help these private prison systems, get to where they at, and it's like Joe Biden kept passing all of them. Like, how much does he really care if he try to make sound he cares about the black community? Like, how much do you really care about the black community if you've been passing them? And then, to get up on the interview with Charlamagne and tell black people, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I was like, what? I say the audacity. And I mean, black people really got on, but I mean, I was surprised that there weren't black people that hadn't already heard about that. I, I mean, backtracked it, but just the fact that you said that, that's like, okay, you done got a little too comfortable.
Well, they have no choice but to get comfortable. I mean, we have a
Yeah,
Twitter president, so nothing's really serious anymore.
yeah. I mean, just showing you. I mean, yeah, pretty much, Trump was just there to just show you, like, hey, this is how they politicians feel about you. Like he played the role, like, hey, I'm doing all this stuff, and even it's like even all the stuff doing, like, all see this crazy, whatever, and even and it's like he trolls so much, because Trump trolls America on a daily basis, but but like when he does that, it's like, he does that so much, even when he start telling the truth about certain stuff, nobody believes him, because they think he's just being crazy. They think he's just doing that, he's just doing what he normally does. So it's like, yeah, nobody believes you. It's like that. I mean, and like when he tells like the truth, every now and then he tells like truth about certain stuff. That's like why he's kind of liked in the conspiracy theory community, which I be trying to tell them folks else. Like I say, yeah, he's not on your side. I mean, he does it because he's told to do it. Like, but there's people out there that think he's fighting against the system when the system put him in there, which I try to explain it to folks, but you can only I guess people listen if they want to listen. like I guess I can't make nobody can't make nobody see the truth or see the truth as I see it. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get
Yeah,
down. I'm gonna get some food, get some dinner started, some
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But thank you for having me up here. And if you're
Uh,
still gonna be on, I'll just be down in the chat.
I'm about to end it, but I'll probably do like a baking live later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I appreciate having me on. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. Yeah, I probably ask you next week if you want to come on. If you do, cool. Not, still all good.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for coming on. I really yeah. Thank you for having coming on too, Lillian.
All right. I'll see
All right,
you. No.
all right, all right. So thank y'all for coming through. We had like quite an interesting conversation. Hopefully, maybe I hopefully get some more ladies on here, but I'm gonna give my shout outs and I'm gonna go. Of course, shout out to Joy and Jazzy for coming in, being such good hosts. Shout out to Uncle Trust, shout out to Ariel, shout out to Erlene Beeman, shout out to Char Willie, and shout out Lady T, and shout out to Lily. So thank y'all for coming through. I really appreciate it. I hope that y'all have a great day or night wherever you at. And I will probably come back on later with a live I'll be baking. So till then, you have a good one.